guys, welcome to our channel GK Vidya. Today's topic is chapter 2 on the trails of the earliest people. So let's begin. 4 reasons why hunters or the hunter gatherers moved from place to place. So the first reason was they stayed at one place for long time. So their food resource, they stayed for, let us assume this is an big forest. So I stayed here for around 100 years and with my family. So I ate all the resources available here. So I have no fruits or vegetables, water or things which are helpful me to survive here are not available. I have used it. So I will move to another forest. Let us assume this as the forest B and this is as forest A. So I will move to forest B. As my all resources are over here, I cannot more survive here. I will go here. Yes. So moved along with animals from place to place. As you know that people were hunter gatherers. So let us think. This is an animal. You assume it as an hippo. This is an animal. So here is an person named John. He is attacking him, and he is afraid that he will kill him. So he is following him. There is no particular place for animals. If this is a forest, this is B forest. They will go to A from B, B to C, and many more. So people who were hunting them moved and followed them. Plants and trees here it should not come beat, or it's beer, R will come. Yes, plants and trees bear fruits in different seasons. So they had to move to find those. Yes. So this is a plant named Limpopo. So this is a tree and it bears Limpopo fruit. So I want this Limpopo fruit, but it bears this Limpopo fruit in winter season. So in winter season and this is in forest B and I am living in forest A, but I like this fruit, so I will move from forest A to forest B for getting the Limpopo fruit. Yes. The next is plants and animals need water, and some lakes and rivers are seasonal. As you know that Ganga river, it's not seasonal. It has 24 into 7 water. But some rivers are seasonal, means in a particular season only they will get water. Like some rivers will get water in rainy season, some in summer season, some in winter season. So tell me one thing, can you live without water? No, we cannot live. Means all the living organisms need water to be alive. So plants are also living organisms. They also need water. Yes. Animals also need water. And we also need water. So some lakes and rivers are seasonal. I am living in forest A. And in summer season, the water is flowing from the river. But in the rainy season, this river got dried up. And in the river B, there is a river named Limpopo river. Let us assume as Limpopo river. So this river is getting water in the rainy season. So I cannot live without water. Animals also cannot live without water. So they moved from forest A to forest B to find water, to get water. As the river which was here was dried up, no water is available here, then they went here. They went to the B river. Then again, in winter season, this river got water. They moved here, and this process was going on. I think that you are able to understand it. Stone tools were important, and place where stone was found and people made tools are factory sites. Stone tools were important. Yeah, let us assume. Leave it. Yeah. Let us assume here is plain soil. Yes, here it's plain soil, and I want to dug here something. Now I can use many different tools, but in the earlier time there were no tools. The technology isn't advanced. So what people thought that they saw stone, and they thought that stone is an very hard substance. It can help me to dug the soil, and they took stones. The point, firstly they didn't know how to sharp a stone, so they finded the sharp stone which can dug the soil, or which, as they killed animal, and they wanted to cut it. They cannot cut because knife was not there at that time, so they used stone tools to cut the animal. Yes, if people lived along the factory sites were called the habitation cum factory sites. Habitation cum factory sites. So here the meaning of habitation is that habitation is a place where people live or animals live. Habitation cum factory sites means we can call it as a place where people lived as a habitation, but they are also factory sites, so we call them as habitation cum factory sites. Bhimbetka in Madhya Pradesh is an habitation site. The natural caves and rock shelters are found in Vindhyas and the Deccan Plateau. The natural caves, as you know, see, like this is a cave. I lived here. So, and I used some materials here, like I used iron stone tools. So, this is an factory site. This is an factory site, and habitation where I lived. So, like the name, came, that habitation come factory sites. The natural caves and rock shelters are found in Vindhyas and the Deccan Plateau. The natural caves means the caves which were nature built. We didn't build it; it were natural. And the rock shelters means there was a shelter of rock above the man. Yeah, you can say that were found in the Vindhyas and the Deccan Plateau. The making stone tools. Two methods were used to make stone tools. First was the stone on stone. So what we do is take a larger stone and smaller stone. We take the smaller stone and beat on the larger stone very tightly that it gets sharp, and its piece which is doesn't sharp, it gets bricked up. And one is the pressure flaking, and here the second stone works like a hammer. As you know that we take the hammer and a nail and we press it, and the pressure flaking is nothing but, like, see, this is a plain surface, assume, and I have kept my stone tool here, and this is a bone. This is a bone, and I have tied my another stone with it. Now it has an handle. I can apply more pressure. I beat it tightly, so that the stone gets shaped. I think so you have understood how the pressure flaking and the stone on stone method is used. caves. Traces of ash means ash is the leftover particles. If you burn something like wood, you burn it. After the wood get burns, you get some little bit something like, have you played Holi? The rungs which are used, same as that material, you will find some ash. They are called ash. As you can see here, yes, ostriches were found in India during the Paleolithic period. The Paleolithic period is this word derives its names from the two Greek words. One is palom, which means old, and lithos means stone. Old stones were used in this period. Hangsi, lot of Paleolithic sites here, and this is Hangsi is also and habitation cum factory site. You can see that Hangsi is marked here. Kurnul caves here, and this is Maharashtra. Here it's not marked, but you can assume it's in this part. Yes. So here is a table. Let us see that. Let me zoom it. Yes. Yes, wheat, barley, sheep, and goat. The grains and the bones were found in which site? Mehergarh in present day Pakistan. Rice, fragmentary animal bones were found in Koldithwa in present day Uttar Pradesh. Rice and cattle were found in Mahagara in present day Uttar Pradesh. Wheat and lentil were found in Gufrakal in present day Kashmir. Wheat and lentil, dog, cattle, sheep, goat, and buffalo. Their bones and grains of wheat were found in Buzaron in present day Kashmir. Wheat, green gram, parley, buffalo, the bones of buffalo and ox were found in Tirand in present day Bihar. Yes, and next millet, cattle, sheep, goat, and pig were in Hallur, present day Andhra Pradesh. Black gram, millet, cattle, sheep, pig. Piyampalli in present day Andhra Pradesh. These are just some of the sites from which grains and bones have animals have found. Don't think that these are the only sites from which we got the grains and bones of animals. No, these are some sites. For example, yes. Next, 12,000 years ago, changes in the climate of the world, where relatively warm weather means warm conditions, development of grassland, increase in number of deers, goats, sheep, and cattle. So here in the chapter, you have told that 12,000 years ago, the climate means ago, 12,000 years ago, not before 12,000 years ago, the climate was normal. Means for that people, they were the climate was normal. So in after 12 means in the 12,000 years ago, changes in the climate of the world occurred. Warm weather was happening. The development of grassland means the grassland were getting developed, and increase in the number of deers. Yes, names and dates. So Paleolithic. Paleo means old and lithos means stone, as I told you earlier. This time period of stones where exists from about 2 million years ago to 12,000 years ago. And the Paleolithic period covers the 99% of the human history. And the Paleolithic is divided further into three parts: the Lower Paleolithic, Middle Paleolithic, and the Upper Paleolithic. Next is the Mesolithic period, when environmental change happened. Begins from 12,000 years ago to about 10,000 years ago. The stone tools were tiny, or the microliths. Yes. The Mesolithic, which means the Middle Stone Age. And the Neolithic, which were now till ongoing from the 10,000 years ago. Till it is going. The Neolithic period, which is the new stones period. Thanks for watching our video. For more videos, subscribe our channel GK Vidya, and don't forget to like, share and comment.